This video will step you through creating VMRs for your Clarity system. Open your browser and type the DMA IP address or URL into the address bar. Your browser will open the DMA login screen. Log in to the DMA. The first step of creating any conference in a video system is defining the parameters of the conference. In the DMA, our VMR parameters are defined in the conference templates. Let's start by navigating to the Conference Templates menu under the Service Config and Conference Manager Settings menus. Here you see a list of existing conference templates, including the factory template. Review the settings of these templates. Avoid making changes until you are comfortable with the system. Click the Add action item to create a new conference template. Define your new conference settings in the Add Conference Template window. Start by naming your template. A good rule of thumb is to name the template based on what it can do. For example, this template is named 1024 Quad Screen because the speed is 1024 kilobits and the video layout is set to a 2x2 screen. If you have Polycom's Web Suite as part of your solution, enable WebRTC. Select the appropriate settings in the drop-down box. Click the Help button at the bottom of the window to see more information. Next, in the MCU General Settings, you define the MCU profile. In this window, you can either use an existing MCU profile or configure the conference and advanced settings here. This option has its own special help menu right beside the drop-down. One setting you can add in a custom template is the conference line rate. In this case, we set the line rate to 1024 kbps. Other template settings include video quality, video settings, and audio settings. Browse the choices to understand all of your options. Let's change the video layout to a 2x2 grid. Do this by clicking MCU Video Settings. Uncheck Auto Layout. Click Select Layout. Choose a frame count of 4, then select 2x2 mode for a quad layout as shown here. Another option to change on this template is the Conference IVR setting. When enabled, the conference participants will hear a welcome message and can input DTMF tones as needed. Check Override Default Conference IVR Service, then choose the Conference IVR Service setting from the drop-down. Click the Help button next to the field for more detailed information. Another custom setting is the indications. Click the MCU Indications link to configure these. Here you can allow indications to appear to participants for recordings, audio and video counts, and participants joining, as well as network quality. Press OK to create your template. After completing your review of conference template options, choose the Conference Settings menu located under the Service Config Configuration Manager Settings menu. First notice the dialing prefix number. This number is used as a prefix to the VMR numbers you dial. Becoming familiar with conference defaults will help you understand the behavior of your virtual meeting rooms. After reviewing the conference templates and conference settings, the next step is to create a few VMRs. Since VMRs are assigned to users, start by selecting the User menu, then choose Users. Next, select a specific user from a list or use the advanced search feature shown here. This is especially helpful when searching a large domain or users in an active directory. Click to highlight a specific name, then click Manage Conference Rooms. To add a conference room, click Add. The Add Conference Room window appears. First, enter the room ID number. Notice that the dial-in number field automatically populates with the prefix number added. Continue to make any other changes to the room settings, including the conference template, then click OK to add your new virtual conference room. Once you have created the new VMR, you can call into it from any of your video endpoints, such as Group Series, RealPresence Desktop, RealPresence Mobile, or VVX. If your entire video infrastructure is in place and all components are correctly registered, you can place a call to your new VMR by dialing the room number. For testing purposes, you can also use a SIP address, room number, followed by the @ symbol, and the IP address of the DMA. As participants join a conference, you can see them listed by going to Monitoring, then Active Calls. Notice the destination name of the call. We will use this name to examine the collaboration server status. Now, log into the Collaboration Server Manager, or RMX. Under the Conferences menu, you should see the active conferences list. Notice your active conference and VMR is displayed. This concludes creating VMRs for your Clarity system.